It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. Now bottling up as he gets the return to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Running behind center with right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They run again with right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Right again. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Hand off, running left, right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here's a give inside to right. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He's dropping back to throw. Connects with Johnson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go, here we go. Huh.
Here's a give for Wright. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now a run with Wright. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Hut, hut.
Pass play coming here. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Hold the ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. Gets this to Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Cougar 19.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Right. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
Let go.
A give to Wright. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Ready.
That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants.
Go.
Right. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. offense in the hurry up here.
79.
Back to throw, needs the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They go play action here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Handoff running left, Walker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Let's go.
They motion the tight end over. Walker on 1st down. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. It's a gain of 4. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Running left. Here's Walker. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
That one complete to Njoku. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Seahawks driving for a score and a halftime lead. They'll come up 1st and 10. It's caught Metcalf. It's a Seattle touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That had just enough leg. It's over the crossbar and good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Evans now to return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go, set.
He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on 4th down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and this is going to be a field flipper. No return on that punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Only took him 1 play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
From the gun on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He'll throw it yet again. Trying for the deep ball. And that's incomplete. He had the touchdown, but just couldn't finish off the catch, and a potential 6 points comes off the board. Intended target there was David Njoku. So it's second down coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Nearly an interception on that play. It's second and goal.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Let's go now. Let's take 19. 19, right here. Dragon 60. 19, right.
Setting up a throw. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Here's Carter on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith-Njigba. And it sets up second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's JSN, Smith-Njigba on the quick slant. And they get this down to the 28. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Handoff now out of the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
Five men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Metcalf's got it, complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Walker now from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Walker does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
With the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Complete on the option. Touchdown, Seattle. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point, not too confident, but it had enough to go. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready!
This is right. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Right, running out of the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Working quickly here. And they're going for this. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Ready!
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go now! Ready!
Here's Walker running right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He tucks it and takes off. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Break! Here we go, set!
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty... Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Takes off right out of the read option. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Putting a receiver in motion. This is Walker on 2nd. And this time they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
18 Cardinal. Let's go.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks make it a 24-point ball game. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Evans now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it at the 30. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. And now the Giants keeping the offense on the field. We've got a 2-point attempt coming up. He's throwing for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the set. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Throw reeled in by Njoku. A lot of mass on the move here. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks making a 3-score game in the 4th. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Walker running to the right. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. It's an option to the left side. They pitch it out to him here. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage. You know, I don't even know sometimes what it means to bow up, but that's exactly what the defense did. I do know this. It means stopping that offense in critical situations and forcing a 4th down. Now we'll get to see whether or not this offense wants to gamble.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it'll be Giants football. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Ready?
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Getting knocked away, incomplete.
Selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10 now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Dax Hill. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run here on 1st down. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept